Welcome to the first training session with Oscar. This is his first time in the round yard with me. I like to work with them without any equipment initially. I feel like this lets them have unrestricted reactions to what I am doing with them. He's animated and checking out everything when we first enter. He overreacted a bit to me packing up some blocks and moving them. So I'm just moving his feet with the lunge whip, not actually making contact, just pushing him along in the direction that I want. Here I've asked for a change of direction. He's spun with his bum to me, which I don't like, but since this is the start of training, I'll allow it. This time I ask again, and is less reactive to the whip, but does turn facing me, so I'm happy with that. I push him out as he's coming too close to the center. Ask again for a change. He's now ignoring the whip a little bit. Ask for a change. He's better on one side, as you can see. So at this point he's naturally slowed down, so I put a roll command to link the two together, and he gets a break. He comes a little bit to the center, which is nice to see. So I approach him, and if he allows it, I'll give him some pats and words of encouragement. And we do this on both sides, so touching all over. He is a little head shy, as you can see, so note it as something to work on in the future. I try and back him up here. He's not very responsive to that, so we can work on that too. I want them to understand that when they're together with me, wherever it may be, they should be calm. It's a positive experience, and I will reward them with lots of pats, lots of scratches, and lots of good boys. Yep, making sure I do it on both sides and that he's calm. I bring the whip. I wanted to scratch him with it, but he was a bit hesitant, so he moved away and I pushed him away. So responding really well to that roll command, understanding to face up, to join up, give him a pat and ask him to walk with me. So he was very willing to do that. I was quite happy. After a little break in the center of the round yard, I ask him to walk on with me, and he's very willing to do so. I ask him to stop, and he does that perfectly. So he gets a little reward. Again, you note here that he's quite head shy. He doesn't like that. So something definitely to work on, because he will need to be bridled. I like to do a series of stop-start transitions. I feel like asking these questions and it being a really easy answer builds confidence in each other. And And here I'm just touching him all over and trying to get to his head more. See if he lets me. Then we come back into the center. I want them to understand that the center is a really great place to be. It's where we come for a rest and lots of reward. So here I have asked him to move out, pointing the direction I want him to, and then he doesn't really understand, so I guide with the whip. You just want to keep asking the questions and he will offer answers, and if they're not right, you just ask again. Here he's asked, can I come in? I want a break. And I said, nope, keep going. So he's getting the idea. He's very clever. So whenever he tries something that I haven't asked for, I try and allocate a vocal cue for it. So here he's turned but also stopped. So I've asked him to come in. He didn't really want to do that, so I've gone to him, given him some pets, and then encouraged him to walk to the center with me. So now, just keeping the contact, I bring the whip up to play violin on his back, so that he understands that the whip is not something to fear. I've been using it to move him, so I don't want him to associate it with something really negative. It's, you know, I'm using it as a back scratcher for him, and of course repeating on both sides. I do keep one hand just patting him, so it kind of distracts him, and it helps him accept that whip contact. And because he was so lovely to that whip contact, decided to end the session there on a really positive note.